Hello, trying to open this. My name is Chloe Johnson, and this is my test exploration. So I did the test of written expression. This is written by Rob McGee. Sorry for the typo. Rob McGee, Brian R. Bryant, Stephen C. Larson, and Diane M. Rivera. It was produced in 1995 by ProEd Incorporated, located in Austin, Texas, and there's the address for you there. The price I found it for online was $183 US. So the purpose of this test has a variety, there's a range of reasons. It's used to identify students who have writing problems, to discover writing strengths and weaknesses, to help clinicians, teachers, and administrators evaluate a student's progress in regular or remedial settings. And it's also to be used as a value to researchers who study writing. So the normative summary is a bit lengthy. The test was standardized using a study of more than 1,000 students, about 1,300, a little over 1,300 to be exact, from 21 different states. This standardization occurred between March of 1992 and February of 1994, and then produced in 1995. All demographic characteristics were considered, including gender, residence, race, ethnicity, and geographic area. These characteristics were compared to the sample percentages reported in the Statistical Abstract of the United States in 1990. So a comparison of the test and the population percentages demonstrates that this test is nationally representative. The results were reported in terms of standard scores, percentile ranks, and grade equivalents. The rating ranges include the descriptions from poor, below average, average, and above average. The test is best used for students between the ages of 6 years and 6 months and 14 years and 11 months for the items part, and 8 years, 0 months, and 14 years, 11 months for the essay part. The reliability is split into 3 categories. We use the standard error of measurement to discuss the information about whether the test results are more certain or you are more confident that it can be correctly interpreted. The SEM of the test shows it is most reliable with the ages of 13 for items and the age of 14 for the essay. One of the reliability areas would be internal consistency. This is the degree to which the individual items intercorrelate and measure the same construct. These are computed at each 1 year interval. The next one is interscore, which is the reliability measurement that measures the error variance across examiners. This deals with more subjective scoring items rather than objective ones. And then lastly, the test-retest. This is the extent to which a student's test performance is constant over time, after administration and re-administration. The validity under different parts would be the first one, content validity, the systematic examination of the test content to determine whether it covers a representative sample of the behavior domain to be measured. The item discrimination and item difficulty is under this. So item discrimination is the degree to which an item differentiates correctly among test takers in the behavior that the test is designed to measure. And the item difficulty is identifying the items that are too easy or too difficult and how to arrange them from least difficult to most difficult to decide the ceiling and the basal in that manner using those techniques. The authors retained a number of original items and also added new items over a series of studies. And they also added an essay. This all increases the reliability of the scale. The test items were found to satisfy these requirements. Criterion-related validity. The test has concurrent validity, which is the result of comparing a test with the valued measure having similar characteristics of other tests, comparing those two. In that by correlating this test with other established measures dealing with the same constructs, this test does hold up in that matter. Construct validity, which is the degree to which the underlying traits of a test can be identified and to which these traits reflect the theoretical model on which the test is based, and this happens during the construction of the test. So it went through a three-step model. First, several constructs are presumed to account for test performance, and those constructs are identified. Second, these hypotheses are generated based on the identified constructs. And third, the hypotheses are verified by logical or empirical methods, a series of studies and administrations and re-administrations. Age differentiation. The test of written expression mean scores do increase with age. Relationship of the TOWE to tests of general mental ability. There is evidence that shows how this test does correlate significantly and with sufficient magnitude with mental ability test scores, which provides evidence of construct validity. Group differentiation. These are the results of a writing test that should clearly distinguish between people known to be deficient in school achievement and those presumed to be normal in academic performance. Item validity, which is the literal dealings of item to test correlation, and the controlling for bias. So during the first and second studies of this test, both gender and racial bias was seen as limited to non-existent based on the evidence given. So the bias was very little, if it was there at all. In my opinion, I think the test is valid as long as it is used for measuring the writing skills of a student and it is used for students of first language English learners. There's no mention of it being suitable or adapted for students with limited English proficiency. When administering this test, the manual did not mention any modifications or accommodations at all. There were only adjustments that were given to be made if the test was within a group setting rather than on an individual basis. But there were no other kind of modifications or accommodations. Examiner qualifications. I am not qualified to administer this test. It did prove difficult for me. If I were to become qualified, I would need to go to the online website provided by ProEd Inc. In collaboration with Linguist System. And on this website, they have a qualification system that I need to purchase and complete to become qualified. The administration, scoring, and interpretation. All three aspects seem to me to be well designed and easy to follow for the most part. The only exception to this is the possibility of being unreliable when you're scoring the essay because it is subjective scoring and not objective. The approximate administration and scoring time is generally less than 1 hour, with items administration time taking between 20 to 40 minutes and the essay time being taken between 15 to 20 minutes. The review. I did attempt to go on the Troy University website. I was denied access. I tried to find the review on other websites. I looked for reviews even with the author. I tried to find anything when all the websites I was looking for asked me to sign up or pay for membership and then request for the review to be given to me. So I am currently waiting for this review. I profusely apologize for this inconvenience, and I will attach my review to this blog post as soon as possible. So this is my completion of the test exploration on the TOWE. Thank you for watching.